You know, in 13 years, you learn a lot about somebody on the air, right?
Yes.
But we all have little things that we say we don't like to reveal, and once in a while you feel like you want to share some of your background and your family secrets with you tonight. So I dug out from a personal family album some of the old pictures.
Of your family and your
relatives and so forth that have had, had a lot to do, and I thought the people might be interested. You'll have to watch the monitors here in the studio. It's a picture of my grandmother, Elvira Carson. Elvira believed in bathing her children until they died. Was Uncle Homer in the tub. He was 47 at the time, and grandmother had a little kinky. Here's a picture of my brother Rollo and myself. That was early potty training. And when I say potty training, I mean yeah. Oh, I remember her. She was. This was our first housekeeper, Mary. That's all I remember. A girl who used to come in when I was very young, and I'll never forget her. And I'll tell you why I'll never forget her, because I never forgotten her because that's her brassiere she's hanging up. Never forgotten Mary. Well, sure, you can laugh. Why, do I laugh at your relatives?
No.
These are my uncles, Horace and Abe Carson. They opened a clothing store for men who were hard to look at called the Freak Boutique. Now, I can never remember which of these, but one of them became I can never remember which one, but one of them became a doctor and one of them became a peeping Tom. I could never know which one did what. My cousin, Mary Lou Carson. Now, Mary Lou is the one looking down, you see. My Mary Lou was not a bright girl. She didn't know about Nair or electrolysis. She hired another girl to bite the hair off her leg. Interesting relative here. This is the brother I rarely talk about, Brother Al, who had superhuman powers to fly through the air, but only in a closet. Strange. Uncle Desenex Carson. Here's Uncle. This picture was taken at the precise moment he got the idea how to make money. He picked up that stick on his right and went out and beat up a bank manager. At that moment, he knew how to... I don't know what happened to him at all. This is Uncle Ralph Carson. He was a famous optician. You see him here examining a patient. Uncle Ralph pioneered the well-known theory that too little sex will make you go blind. This is my half-brother, Ernest Carson. He had these 8x10 glossies made up, even though he wasn't in show business at all. He just wanted some 8x10 glossies. And if you look down in the lower part here, actually, later on, he made a great living. He was a pickpocket. He only stole bowling balls. But he was one of the best. Aunt Hannah.
Aunt Hannah.
Who later moved to New York and had a son whom she named Telly. There's Aunt Hannah. Never forget Aunt Hannah. My second cousin, Earl Carson. He worked on a farm, and Earl had an insane desire to see what he'd stepped in. Earl also had a deadly fear of thermometers. So those are just a few little insights.